Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Meet Your Maker daily open beta dev stream. I'm your host, Julia, and I'm a community manager on Meet Your Maker, and I'm joined here by a wonderful guest who I will let introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Florence. I'm the QA team lead on Meet Your Maker, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Florence. We're really pumped to have you here. So this is a very exciting week for us. Our open beta live now for everyone. You can download it right now on Steam. There's no NDA, no signups. You can just download and hop right into the wasteland. And while you're there, please wishlist the game. It's such a huge help for us in the Steam Next Fest. So today we're just going to jump right into things. We're going to focus a lot on gameplay. We're just a few days into our open beta, but we've already seen tons of amazing player built outposts. So we're going to be taking some of those on. Afterwards, we're going to take you through a tour of building as well. So let's jump right into our sanctuary, the place where we call home. Florence, can you give us a little tour?
All right, so this is the hub. So basically, it is home to the Chimera. So basically, the creature that asks you to find Genmat in the wasteland. You also have all your advisors to in order to basically upgrade your inventory, purchase weapons, consumables, traps, guards, and suits. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff in there.
Awesome. Can we go take a quick peek at the Chimera?
Yes, there she is.
So long as a cure grows within me, humanity has a
Great.
chance.
Okay, so if you are new to the game here, we have done a couple of dev streams earlier this week. We've got VODs available on our Twitch and our YouTube. Those will go, we've gone into a little bit more detail on the intricacies of the story and the gameplay if you want to catch up. For today, we're going to focus very heavily on gameplay. If you have any questions, though, about the game, feel free to drop them in chat. I know we've got some returning players who have been really helpful with answering some of the questions, and I'll try to pick a few and answer them on stream as well. So for now, we're going to head over to the command center. So here's our world map with all of the outposts we can raid. These are all made by players within the community. Like I said, we just opened on Sunday, and we already have some really, really cool ones. So let's start off with some raiding. Florence, I'll let you choose which one you want to jump into first.
All right, so for the first one, we can go with a normal one. We already have some nice choices in there, but I'm pretty intrigued about this one, so
Yeah,
I
I really
guess,
like the look of that. It's
yeah,
such a good tip for building. If you make a really, really nice facade, that's going to show up to prospective raiders and draw them in.
yeah. So we can see it a bit more clearly here. It's very nice. You can tell when players put a lot of effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so pretty, oh, pretty clear entrance. Aha,
So that's a fun trap. It'll
yes,
pull you in. It won't do any damage to you, but often it's pulling to you into a different kind of trap. So definitely one
exactly.
to be careful for.
You can make some pretty deadly combos with it. It's a very nice strategy here. All right, so it's looking pretty clear so far.
Hmm.
Always check your ceilings. I die
Yeah,
way too many times by not checking the ceilings. And the
me.
floors as well. Okay, nothing in there.
So far, so good. I'm
Oh,
wondering if they've, invested a lot in second wave traps.
oh, that's very likely. Now we just got our first guard, and we have a lot of acid cubes around here. So I'll make sure to go get my... Oh, there was another trap. So yeah, always make sure to try and get your ammo back. Ammo is pretty scarce in the wasteland, and you may lose it if you don't take the time to pick it back up. Oh, another one right there. Uh,
Nice shot.
all right. Another spike trap over here. Good. Hello, Harvey.
This is the harvester. We lovingly call it Harvey. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
Forsaken Tomb. Do you want to walk us through real
Yes.
quick what that is?
Yes, so I already destroyed it, but Forsaken Tombs basically are a very nice way to acquire some synthite. This is a pretty nice resource for the people that are focused on building, so you want to try and find those around the outposts to try and get more resources. All right, so continuing on, we got another guard. As you can see from my loadout, I picked the plasma bow, which is a very nice weapon to have when dealing with guards because you can shoot them from afar. It's very quick. It's also very precise. So that's one of my strategies to deal with them, is to try and get them before they see me.
Yeah, there are a lot of different weapons you can bring to really customize your play style here. Yesterday with our producer Vincent, he was more of a sword and shield type guy.
Yes.
So it's awesome to see a different style of gameplay here.
All right, I hear something. Oh, there you are. Gonna go and pick the ammo back up. Let Harvey pass first.
The harvester will travel back and forth between the entrance to the outpost and the gen mat that we're trying to steal. So if you're ever lost, the harvester always follows the most direct path straight there. So it can be a really good hint if you get a little bit turned around in one of these bigger outposts.
Yes. So we can see it right there.
And Harvey
Yeah,
is
right.
adorable.
Yep, he's very adorable. So picked up the gen mat. So gonna try and be careful on the way back because there could be some new traps. I think we just got one right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because you got the gen mat doesn't mean it's over and you can walk out. Those second
Yeah.
wave traps can be brutal.
Exactly. So I think that was the way back. I see a ramp. I think that's it. Okay. It's looking pretty clear, but we try and be careful either way. We never know. Over there.
So we do have a quick question in chat that I wanted to take
Yes.
a moment to answer. They are saying, as far as content goes, is there much more we can expect from the full release that is not in the beta? So first, just to clarify, it is our open beta, even though it's labeled as a demo. So you do have access to the full game here this week. In terms of things we're adding, oh man, I wish I could tell you all the things that we have planned. I can't right now. We'll have more news for you closer to release. But there is a lot we're working on, and of course, all of the feedback that we get from you during the open beta is going to help us prioritize and choose what kind of things we want to implement into the game.
We got some pretty exciting stuff coming up. All right. So, oh. So yeah, we're seeing quite a good amount of second wave traps in this one.
Yeah, that explains how quiet it was on the way in.
Yeah. But I think I might be close to the exit. Yes.
I think you're good. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Always check behind you. That's the
Yeah. Always try and exit walking backwards just in case.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And oh, so these are accolades. This is an important part of the rating process too. So when you finish an outpost, you have the opportunity to give a couple of accolades to the builder, and this is the chance to kind of communicate to them what you thought about their outpost. This is also going to help them continue to level up and upgrade their outpost too. So obviously your deaths are going to help them accrue resources, but your accolades as well. So if you really, really enjoyed it, let them know what you thought and help them level up and increase their outpost even further.
Accolades are super appreciated. So for this one, because of the massive structure, I'm going to give it an artistic, and I'm also going to give it a fun accolade.
Yeah, fun was great.
All right. So we're done. for this one, it went pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You didn't have any deaths, did you?
no, not for this one. It was a normal outpost, so I guess we could maybe try and get in a dangerous one this time to see if it's a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah, let's see what our options are here. I
All
always like
right.
picking one that looks cool. What do we got?
Okay.
Oh, that's cool for the lights.
Yeah. This one.
Definitely mysterious.
Oh, yes.
Also very mysterious.
Oh, this
Oh,
one
that one
looks.
has a nice entrance.
Yeah,
That
I
one's
like
very
that one.
welcoming. Let's hop into that one.
Let's see how welcoming it is. All right. So we're back in. Gonna keep my loadout the same, but you can always change your loadout at the very beginning of a raid before exiting the safe zone. So in case you die somewhere and you feel like you don't have the proper equipment to deal with the outpost, it's a good way to change your equipment. Oh, there you go. Got a few traps in there. We already got our Forsaken Tombs, which I think is clear. So we can go and collect that. All right.
I love the decor in here. This is a gorgeous
Yeah.
outpost.
Yeah, we got some decals in there, which look pretty nice. Got a guard in the corner. So it's gonna be that way. Let's see. Oh, another guard. And a bomb ejector.
Huh.
There you go. Oh,
Oh, yep. That was a close call.
yeah, usually it's pretty common to see like at least 2 or 3 traps together. One can be a good distraction for the other. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, that's something I've seen a lot just in comments from players within our community is that sure you can just run by some of the traps. You do get ample feedback, but that's something that a builder can really use to their advantage is that misdirection.
Indeed. I can see we already got the gen mat here, but there was also this guard that I think was placed like in the middle of some acid traps, so now I cannot go collect my ammo, which is a pretty good strategy actually. Sometimes you can
Yeah.
place your guards in a way that people won't be able to go collect their ammo afterwards. We got some action going on.
Mm-hmm.
So check your ceilings. Oh, got a new type of guard here. This one likes to shoot pretty deadly bombs. I know I killed it before it had time to get to me, but it's a pretty effective guard. I know that some of us really like to use this one as a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Got some new traps going on. So I know that my playstyle is pretty slow and strategic in trying to see the threats before they actually see me. But I can see how an outpost like this could be a bit of a challenge for someone that tries and speedruns.
For sure, yeah. That's very much my playstyle as well. Much more calculated.
Yeah. We've got 2 traps that destroyed each other. That can happen, so better be careful sometimes. All right. I think... Are we out of here? Oh!
Oh,
Got another one right there. And check
clever,
outside.
Edward.
Yes. So I think we're clear again.
Nice. Well done.
All right. So this one, once again, I think looks pretty nice from the outside. So I'm going to give it artistic, but I'm also going to give it ingenious. I think it had some pretty nice trap combos that deserves an accolade.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So far, no deaths.
Pretty good record so far.
Yes, but I do like what I'm seeing so far. I really like the outpost that the community has been posting right now. And I think it's time to process one of my advisors.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Can you walk us through a little bit what you're doing here for those who are new to the game?
Yes. So when an advisor is ready to level up, you can go and process it right next to the Chimera. And basically what it does is that it contributes to leveling up your Chimera. And when it level ups, you can get more resources. So here you can see it's currently feeding. And that only happens when we process the advisors. So it's a pretty neat trick. All right. So we were on a pretty good streak with the dangerous outpost. I think we probably would have time to do another one. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do some more.
All right. So I think we got some new ones in there.
Oh, that looks cool. The
That looks
Hyannis
nice.
Fort. Let's take
Yeah.
a peek which ones we have.
Another very massive structure. All right. This one probably has something more mysterious going on underground.
Oh, yeah, I like that entrance.
All right. This one is
Oh.
pretty nice as well. And we got this, which is also very massive. I really
Oh,
like super big structures like that. It always catches the eye. So once again, I think I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Love it. Oh, we do have a question from chat about the 3 currency types. Is that something we can talk a little bit more about how we're getting those while we're waiting?
Yes, so I think it's going to be easier to show them once I'm back in the hub, but we have Synthite, which is used mainly by builders to purchase plot of lands and build their outpost. We also have parts and chimeric cells, I believe, that can be used to purchase equipment. So they're all very important to try and get. Oh, I see that these guards have some armor on them. So they're going to be harder to aim at. We got one. Oh, God.
Nice job.
Woo! Those came out of nowhere. All right.
They sure did.
I only knew they were here because I heard them coming, but pretty nice strategy here to try and distract. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to aim at them, so I'm going to try and take them out a different way. There you go.
Nice. Yeah, this is a great one for the crossbow.
Yeah, but since these guards were armor, it makes them a lot harder to take down with only the crossbow because the crossbow cannot destroy armor. So in that case, you can always use the harpoon to take care of that armor, or also try and aim really, really well at their heads in order to take them
that's
out.
also an option.
Yeah.
So the armor for the guards is something that you can start to unlock as you can get those upgrades from the advisors in your sanctuary. So
Yep.
you'll start with your basic guards, but as you gather more and more resources within the game, you can make them better, more interesting,
Stronger.
for sure.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Ah.
that was a nice hidden one in the ceiling there. I like
Oh,
that they
yeah.
did hearing it.
Getting
words
the
like it.
raider distracted with the guard over there so they don't see that trap is a pretty good idea.
Mhm, very clever.
There you go.
I like those traps underfoot too when you go to claim your ammo from the guard and you only have a split second to take out the trap under you.
Yeah, the spikes are pretty effective, I would say, especially if you can't see them just like that. So placing them under a guard is a pretty good idea. Okay, so it's a bit quieter over here. Nothing going
Yeah.
on there.
Quiet is usually suspicious. I always wonder
Yes.
what's going on.
Indeed.
This outpost seems pretty well designed so far, so I'm starting to get the sense everything has a purpose here.
Yes, and it looks really good with these blocks. Oops. Oh.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, that was a bomb trap, which I like to call it kind of controlled chaos, because you can't necessarily know where the bombs are going to land, but you can have a pretty good idea of the direction they're going to go. So,
Oh, okay. We're
we're going
That's a little
right back
busy.
into it. Oh god.
Luckily, you have very good aim.
Woo. Had just enough ammo to deal with them. Oh,
Yeah,
but we got something else here.
yeah. Oh, that would have been bad. Good catch.
All right. So,
Yeah, I really like your style with the two ranged weapons. I usually have a sword with me, but you're doing a really great job with just the ranged.
yep, it definitely comes with its challenges. I have limited ammo to deal with traps for sure, but it does help a lot in some situations like this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you can see we got the strategy of putting spikes under the guards over here as well.
Yep.
So you always got to check. All right. I think we're clear. We'll see if we get some second wave traps after this. So,
Looks pretty good.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
there you go.
The classic. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to get your ammo back. That is the nice thing with the grapple though. When you pull
Mhm.
yourself over, you get a couple of moments where you stick to the surface.
Yes, the grappling hook is definitely a very good tool to use to get out of hot situations. Like right here, it was pretty useful to get around and try and get my ammo back from those guards.
Hmm.
All right. So we're on the way out. We'll see if we get any more. Oh,
Oh, there it is.
there you go. Right. Harvester's on his way back as well.
So how long have you been on the Meteor Maker project now?
I've been on Meteor Maker for about 2 years now. It's been very nice working with the team. I think it's a wonderful project to be in. And the QA team as well is doing their best to provide the smoothest, best experience for our players. So basically that's what my role is to make sure that like the experience is as bug-free, as pleasant for the players. So, of course, we're going to need help from the community to try and fix all of those issues that you may or may not be seeing. So, if you find anything, just let us know, and we'll do our best to get those investigated.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, in terms of where to let us know, we do have a bug reporting section on our Steam page and on our official forums. You can also report issues directly in game. That's going to hook you up with our player support team. So if you need something urgently, need a message back to help with troubleshooting, definitely get in touch with us. It really helps when you include as much information as possible in your reports or even your feedbacks, and it's much easier for us to look into it, investigate it, and get it logged to be fixed.
Absolutely. All right, so we've done 2 dangerous ones so far. I don't know how you feel, but we could maybe try a brutal. I don't
We
know how
can
that's
try
gonna
a
go.
brutal.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm down. Let's do it.
All
Well,
right.
I'm. I say here as the person just watching, you're the one playing it, but these are brutal outposts, so you kind of expect to die multiple times here unless you're like really, really, really a strong raider.
Yeah.
So no
I
shame in that. We can just check it out and see what's out there. Are there
indeed.
any that are calling to you here?
Um, they all look pretty nice, but I really like the ramp on this one. It seems to be like suspended mid-air, so
Yeah, that's cool. It's a
we'll
very
try it.
castle in the sky.
I would say I feel a lot less confident about brutal outposts. I've seen some outposts out there that are extremely deadly, so we'll see how this one goes. All right. It's already looking pretty nice. And I think I hear a Forsaken Tomb somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there it is.
There it is. I like what they've done with the decals just to point you in
Indeed.
the right direction.
Yeah.
That's
And
nice. I love
this
when
this
players do that.
builder has been nice enough to like not put any traps in here because it can be a nice way to get your players is to put traps around the Forsaken Tomb. But this one's been like nice and decided to just give it away like that.
Hmm.
So
Very
all
nice.
right. I'm sure we're gonna be meeting a lot more threats in there anyways, so find other ways to die. Okay.
I really like what they've done with the decor in here. too.
Yes. Okay. Seem to be. This is a dead end, but yes, we can see all these props over here with the movement. They look very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, bomb trap. Oop. All right. Oh. I think this is our first incinerator.
It is, yeah. Oh, the
Yes.
incinerator's fun.
Yes. The very nice thing about this trap is that it never stops basically. As long as you don't destroy it, it's always gonna keep shooting fire at you. Ha.
Nice shot.
Oh, got another one behind. Here you go. Oh, don't have enough ammo. Oof. Oh, there you go.
There.
Got died to a bomb trap, which it happens a lot. So you never know where those bombs are gonna land.
Yep, it's a tricky one.
All right. We're
I've
back.
actually got a really interesting question in chat here. Is the Harvester just an entity to guide the player, or does it serve another purpose when it survives? So, well, as much as I love Harvey, the Harvester, it's fine if he dies. Don't tell anybody I said that. But one of the bigger purposes of the Harvester is actually in building. So you have to respect the Harvester's path at all times. You can only go in on flat surfaces and up a ramp as well. I feel like I didn't explain that too well, but essentially the Harvester has to be able to make it to the gen mat and back. So you'll see that when you're building, one of the requirements is to have that straight path, and so it's useful for the player to, or the raider to be able to get to and from the gen mat. It's a really good hint, but it's also a requirement.
There you go. Managed to avoid it this time.
Chat's already berating me for saying that that Harvey can die.
Indeed, it can, and most of the time it's an accident.
Most of the time it's an accident. I think I've got an interesting stat back from our closed play test. I believe it was something along the lines of 86% of players either accidentally or on purpose killed Harvey at some point during their gameplay.
Yeah, I would say that unfortunately Harvey dies a lot during my raids because it gets in the way of traps. As much as I love him, it does happen. All right, so there you go.
Oh, okay. That was,
Wow.
that was well placed. That caught me off guard there for a moment.
Me too.
Goodness.
There were quite a lot of traps that could have gotten me, but all right, now we'll know for next time. Let's go again. Right, gonna let him go first. Just in case. And something that's fun about, trying again after dying is that at some point you try and like get to know the base better, and over time you know what to expect, so you can go a little bit faster.
Yeah, you learn a lot every time you go through. That's what makes some of these harder outposts really, really satisfying. Because they take a long time to really get there, but when you beat it, oh, it's the best feeling in the world. That's my experience on the Brutal Outposts anyway.
Indeed. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get this a little bit faster. Right, I took a chance on this one. I knew I couldn't retrieve my ammo and destroy that trap, so I ran around just a little bit to see if I could survive this. So far, it's looking good. Go. Yeah, so this was the traps that killed me. I'll take care of
Yeah.
this one.
I feel like there's something right up there too. Yep. Good catch.
There were quite a few ones, so but we came prepared this time.
We did. Well done.
Okay. Got some over here. Right, got some incinerators. Take care of this. All right. Oh,
Oh,
Got-
was that a hornet up there?
we got, I think,
No.
1 or 2 flying guards. I'm gonna take care of these first. And there you go. And there was another one. Oh. Oh,
Oh,
that was close.
that was very close. Well done.
All right. Take care of that. We also got some traps in a couple holes on the floor. This definitely feels more like a brutal outpost now.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Oh, wow. Okay.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go get my ammo back. Got this one and this one. Always advise to destroy traps even when they're depleted because you can sometimes get resources out of them.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good tip.
More guards. There you go.
This is a huge outpost. They're not making
It
it
is.
easy, but it's beautiful too.
It is very beautiful. There you go. Right, so got a few acid cubes. Oh, that's a lot of shooters.
Yep. A lot going on here. Good luck.
Thank you. Woo. All right. So I'm trying to circle around. Okay. There any more? I don't think so. There you go.
I'm on the edge of my seat here. I'm impressed you're able to remain so calm.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, there's definitely more going on around here. So, is this another way? I'll see if I can go retrieve some of my ammo because there's quite a lot of acid over here. I don't know if I'll be able to
Mhm.
get everything back. See? It's
Yeah.
right here. And
That's
I
pretty risky. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
going to kill you right away, but you spend too long in there and it's all over.
Yeah, if I had something like the shield, that would probably help me get those back. But unfortunately, I don't. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep on with half of my ammo for the plasma bow.
Yeah.
It
You
happens.
still got 5 left. I think you'll be okay.
So at least I know I'm going in the right direction. Gonna let Harvey pass first. This is a huge outpost. I can't believe we're not out of that yet.
Oh no, I bet those bombs took out Harvey. No.
I think
Oh.
he's fine. I think he's good.
Whew. Okay.
Okay, I hear some more guards. Oh, yep. Okay. God. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh,
Oh,
yep.
God.
Oh, good dodge.
That was a close call.
It sure was.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
those are neat. I love those traps.
I see there's a bomb trap. I don't think I can take it out, so I'm just gonna let it.
And hope for the best.
Yes.
Nice.
With a bit of luck, sometimes it can also destroy traps that are already in the base.
Yep, that can be useful. Oh, that was a close
There.
call.
There you go. Okay, we're not out of here yet, but we made it to the gen mat. See? Infamous arrow traps, right
Mhm.
pointing at the gen mat. Right. Let's see if the exiting is smoother than the entrance.
There were a lot of traps and guards heading in, so hopefully they didn't have enough capacity left, but I'll bet you this outpost has been prestiged and upgraded a bunch.
It's very likely. I know
It's
we can
definitely
see
very well
the...
thought out.
I believe we can see the prestige level at the place where you spawn. So that's
Yeah,
always
that
a
would be
good
interesting to check
indication.
out.
We'll see before leaving. Okay. Yeah, so...
Looking clear so far, but you know, famous last words.
Indeed. Always gotta be careful. Okay. Looking...
Aha. Oh, there's one on your right too.
Yes. There's a few one there, but... Ooh! Ah!
Oh no!
Nope.
Oh, so close.
Yep, indeed. It happens. But yeah, you can see it's prestige level 6. We can also see it with the
Mhm.
arches around here. So don't know if we're
Yeah.
gonna have enough time for me to finish this one, but I'm gonna try.
Let's give it one more go. Yeah.
All right. Learning.
So the prestige levels, once you have enough, you get points via kills as well as accolades. So as more people raid your outpost, you'll be able to prestige and level up your outpost. I believe it caps out at 10, right? 10 is the highest.
If I remember correctly, yes. I
Yeah.
do think it caps at 10.
So that's where it caps. That said, you can also still keep your outpost after that as well. We've got the social raid mode, which, unlike in our closed playtest, because I know this was a concern, you can actually just keep your outpost forever. And when you have it in social mode, people can come directly to your outpost to raid it just by searching up your player name or the outpost name. So that's a really great way to keep it alive forever if it's something that you've put a lot of hard work into.
All right. So I am looking for my second bolt, and I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So we can keep on. Go. We already know about this one. Oh, I missed. So,
I see a question about the second wave traps. So those ones that appear after you pick up the genetic material, they're called second wave traps, and there are mods you can get for any of the traps to set them to appear after the gen mat has been taken. They do contribute to your capacity, but they can be a really good tool to try to catch people on the way out.
And so far, all of the outposts that we've raided all had second wave traps, so
Yeah.
you can see that people are using those. Okay, so that's the place where we had 2 hornets and some bomb
Yeah.
traps. Okay. So, definitely going a bit faster now. I know these were... Yep. We had 2 of these, I think.
Yep.
So I'm gonna clear these out and proceed. All right. Oh,
I can already see how much more comfortable you are going through it, having already kind of gotten familiar with all of the traps and guards in there.
yeah. That's... I guess that's the neat thing about dying, is that now you've done it once, and once you try it again, you kind of know what to expect. So it makes it makes you go a lot quicker, and you're a bit more confident every time. This was, yeah, the part with,
Oh, this was tough. Yeah.
yeah.
If you do have a really, really tough outpost that you're struggling to get through, something you can also do is
Oof.
invite a friend to play it in co-op.
Indeed.
Oh no.
Yep,
Too bad.
one of the enforcers got me. But it
All
was
right.
a pretty tough part of the outpost, and I was kind of surprised I survived it the first time.
Me
So
too. Okay, how about one more try and then we can do a little tour of building before we sign off.
sure,
I'd really
let's
love to
see.
see you get to the end of this one. I'm
Yes.
invested now. Yeah, so as I was saying, you can also do co-op raiding. There are ups and downsides to that, of course. There is friendly fire, and if you activate a trap, it can definitely take out your teammate. I'm very guilty of that when playing co-op, but it can help you really push through and finish a difficult outpost. Something neat is you can also do co-op on building, so you can build your outpost with a friend too.
Any more?
I've seen another question come up a couple of times about future plans. So we can't speak too much right now, especially while we're still in open beta, about features or content that we're adding later on. But this is definitely the stage where we'd really love feedback on what kind of things the players would like to see. So you can definitely find us on our social channels. We've got places for feedback in our forums, both on Steam and our Behavior Interactive forums. So if you've got neat ideas for the game, things you'd like to see, please let us know. We'd love to hear.
So I'm definitely trying to get through these a bit faster. There you go. Got this one. I'm mainly activating them just so I don't get like a nasty surprise on the way back, if I make it there. Oh, that was close. Okay. So this is... Oh. We're getting close to the part where I died the last time, so let's see if I get a bit more lucky. There's quite a bit more of the... Oh, God. Oh. Unfortunately, Harvey died to this encounter.
Oh no, what a shame.
Okay, so I kind of decided to go for it, and unfortunately, a lot of my ammo is in the acid now, so I guess we'll just proceed. Okay. Oh God. All right. Nope. Unfortunately, did not manage to finish this one.
Oh well, he got so close. Really well done.
Yeah. The neat thing is that I can probably try this one again. By abandoning, it should normally stay in your world map. So if at some point you abandon an outpost because you cannot finish it, you can always come back at a later time. So this one definitely deserves a brutal.
Yeah,
I feel like
Texarkana by Blob. Big shout out to Blob for the great outpost.
indeed, it sure got me. So, all right.
Okay. So there's a question I want to answer from chat, and I think it's a great time to show off one of the features we have. Sorry, let me pull that up. It was, I see some people just cheese through bases fast. Is there a way to disrupt the pace somehow? so they would need to use some other tactic. And for one, yes, there are a lot of things we've covered already, like placing traps nicely to misdirect other players. But something I definitely recommend doing, if that's how you're seeing people complete your outpost, is to really study those replays at the replay station. You
Yes.
can take a look through the eyes of the player, or also from a bird's eye view with the detached camera. To see exactly what they're doing, and that's going to give you a really good sense of areas you could put traps or guards to catch those folks who are zipping past, but you already have.
Yep, indeed. I do have some replays here in my replay station because I posted an outpost yesterday to see how it would fare. And as you can see, we had quite a lot of people that attempted it. You can see the number of deaths on it. You can see if they actually managed to collect the gen mat, and you can also see how much time they spent on that outpost. So for this one, you can see that they died 2 times, but they still managed to finish the outpost. So it's a pretty good indicator. And if you go and watch said person, then you can see where exactly they died, which you can also see when you go back in your outpost in building mode. So I guess we could probably go take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right. So
You can also test your own outpost too and
Mhm.
try zipping through it. If you see that there's a nice place where you might have got caught out, that's an excellent place to put a trap. I see
Yes.
some folks in chat also giving tips about how to counter that. Really appreciate that.
All right.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yep.
Can you talk
So
us a little bit through your thinking as you walk through here, why you place things in a certain place?
yes, so basically my building process is that I try and work with the plot of land that I'm given because now you can purchase the plot of land that you want, but you don't necessarily know exactly what you're gonna get. So I like to build around what's given to me. One thing I really like is those structures that you have like around your base. I try and highlight them a little bit because I really like how they look. So I decided to build my entrance around it to give it a bit of a look. And afterwards, it's first thing I try and do is to build a good harvester path. So we can see it here with the dotted line. It shows what path the harvester is going to take to the gen mat and a good indicator of what the raiders are going to follow in the end. So that's one of the main things I try and do. And in my opinion, I also like to make things look a little bit fancy, a little bit pretty.
I was gonna
So
say it looks really, really nice. I
thank you.
really like the aesthetic.
And yeah, so basically I try, of course, and build the harvester path first, and then build the structure. Here I added a guard in the middle, and it's quite obvious when you enter the outpost. I don't expect many people to die from it, but I like and put one defense as a distraction, and then maybe put like an arrow trap on the side that can't be seen, or put something else here when I know that maybe at some point a raider is going to shoot at them and go collect their ammo, then they might be caught in that arrow trap over here. So
Yeah.
that's an example of things I like to do. Kind of follow the similar strategy here. Very obvious arrow trap when you enter, but if you go a bit further, there's another one here, and you also have a bomb trap on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's really clever. A lot of it just looks like architectural, like aesthetic decisions when you enter, but then you start to realize that it's obscuring a lot of very deadly stuff.
And a nice trick that I like to use as well is using the decals and also the props that we have. They can distract the players a lot, especially if you use some lights to highlight a certain part of like a room in your outpost, so that they're not necessarily going to pay attention to something else. So that's also a neat strategy to have. We can maybe toggle in some of these skulls that I already have to see exactly where
Oh
the deaths
yeah,
are.
yeah. Can you talk a little bit about what all those are about? Wow, you did a
Yes.
lot there. That's a good job.
So basically, every time a raider dies in your outpost, it's going to leave this skull over here that indicates which player died and also what killed them. So in this case, I know that this trap that I put here is very efficient because it has a good amount of skulls around it. And the reason why I suspect that this is happening is because when players arrive here, they're gonna see the shooter first and focus on that, and then when they move over here, they're not gonna see the spike trap.
Ah,
So
very nice.
It's a good way to know which parts of your base are the most efficient, is to see the amount of deaths that you get in which section. So as you can see here, I have like a few here and there, but I do know that this over here is pretty efficient.
Yeah, that's really cool. So when you go into your outpost after it's gotten some kills, just in build mode, you'll see all of these things. You'll also pick up some resources as well, and that's how you gain resources through people raiding your outpost. You can just hop in and leave, and it's going to pick all of that up for you. But I know I really like to go through and see all of the deaths, pick up the resources myself. I don't know, it's just satisfying.
Yes, and I know we talked about prestige a little bit earlier, and deaths are a good way to get you to level up your prestige. Accolades are a big part of it as well, but a good way to get your prestige points up is to get some kills. So as you can see over here, I have some points for the accolades, but I also got some kills that got me the possibility of prestiging. So it does cut some resources to prestige, but if I do it, it's gonna be upping my capacity and gonna refill my GenMat pool as well.
Yeah, very cool.
So now I'm prestige level 4 on this one, and we can see I got some XP and I got extra capacity, so I can add some traps to my outpost and make it a little bit more deadly.
That's awesome. There's a quick question from chat I want to answer. Is map searching working in beta? My friends and I can't find each other. Yes, that is a very good question. It is working. What you need to do though is you need to put your outpost in the social active stage. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Laurence. Show exactly which one here. So you won't earn resources or progression for that, but that's going to let people search for your outpost, and that's what you'll need to do for them to find it.
Yep.
You can
We
always toggle back to active as well if you want it to just be in the general pool, but to show it off to your friends, social mode is the way to go.
We have quite a different outpost statuses that we can select from, but social is a very good way to get your outpost out there if you want to share it with your friends, because they can just do a quick search of the name of your player name and they're gonna find it pretty easily. So it's a nice little addition.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I had another question for you, Florent. So since this is a game very heavily based on stuff that other players are creating, what kind of challenges does that present for QA testing?
I would say one of the major challenges that we have working on a game like this is that there are so many possibilities of what the players can do. So for us, it makes like a lot of things to make sure are functional and well working for everyone. So we have tons of different blocks, traps, guards, and like the possibilities of things that players can come up with are pretty much endless. So it's one of our main challenges, and we want to make sure that the experience is like as smooth and nice as possible for everyone. So trying to put your mind in the mind of a player is the main challenge for QA, to make sure that like we don't miss anything in terms of issues that may happen.
Very cool. Thank you.
All right. So since I had some extra capacity, I'm probably going to add a guard over here, because I got a nice little spot. And since I know we saw this strategy a lot in the outpost that we raided, I'm going to do it here as well and put a spike trap right under its feet, so that if players try and go and collect some ammo, they might get caught in it. So
Yeah, that's great. That's what we saw in one of the outposts earlier. Honestly, that's how I learned all my building techniques, is raiding other people's outposts and getting inspired.
I just put a little bit of an upgrade in it, but I feel like we could maybe test out the outpost and see how it fares up.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do
All
that.
right. So here we can select test from here or test from start. Since I'm right on the entrance, I'm gonna select test start. There you go. All right. So basically, the test outpost feature is basically to put you in the mind of a raider and to make sure that your defenses are good, see if there are any flaws in it. it's a good way to, just make sure that everything's working well, maybe find some mistakes here and there. So I know I'm used to my outposts already, so I'm gonna probably get through this pretty easily, but it can give a good idea sometimes how things are going. There you go.
If you die when testing your outpost, you can just restart from where you are as
Yep.
well. So, yeah, that makes the
So-
testing a lot smoother.
So for example, if I die over here from the spike trap, can do a quick respawn, and I'm back where I was. All right. So gotta go over here. Can get through this pretty easily. I have 2 more guard. Oh, there you go. I kind of forgot about this one. Right.
Yeah, it's a
So-
good one. It's tough to see. To answer the question about delete all option for building outposts, it sounds to me that you might have played in the closed playtest, and yes, we have added something to take care of that. As Florence likes to do, and I like to do as well, it's fun to start with some existing blocks there to get inspired by, but sometimes I know players want to start from scratch and wipe all of the removable blocks off, so you can do that as well. You can also choose like specific types of blocks to remove too. That helps iterate really quickly.
All right. So I'm going through this rather quickly. It's because I'm pretty much used to how the outpost is like so far, but as you can see, it kind of gives a better idea of what your defenses are like, and at some point you can also just go back to fortification, and if you want to modify some things, it places you right where you ended it. So I tested my outpost, and one thing I figured is that I could maybe switch this arrow trap for something else. I really like the bomb trap, so I'm going to place it here, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit more chaotic once raiders go down here.
Yeah, I like that.
So that was about it for the test outpost, and I'm pretty satisfied with how my outpost is so far, so I'm probably going to reactivate it and get some more kills on it.
Great. Yeah, set it back to active,
Yes.
and then it's ready to go. Thank you so
Yes.
much for showing us your outpost. It's really interesting to hear kind of your design process when building it, and of course, it's absolutely gorgeous. I hope I come across it on the world map. I'll definitely
Thank you.
pop in and give it a shot.
That which you
So that's about all the time we have today. That went super quick. I had a lot of fun. We've been doing these streams every day during the open beta. We've had a different guest from the team every time, and they've always been a huge blast. We're going to be doing a couple more this week too, tomorrow and Friday, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. We've got a couple of new guests lined up as well. So for next steps, the game is available to download and play in open beta right now. There's no NDA or signups required. You can just head straight to Steam, download it, and give it a go. We benefited a lot from all of the player feedback that we received during the closed play test earlier last year, and so we're really hoping you'll do the same for us this time around and let us know what you like, what you think isn't quite there yet, or report any issues you're facing. This is going to really help us prioritize our development for launch and beyond. So it's something we appreciate a lot. You can drop any of that on our social channels or our forums, and we'd be happy to hear from you. We'd also like to see the outposts you're building, so please share those with us. We've been tagged in a few really cool ones, and it's been such a joy to look through. And last but not least, please wishlist the game on Steam. It is coming out on April 4th. It's coming up very soon, but you'll get a reminder that it's ready to go. And with that, thank you so much, Florence, for joining us today. It was really great to have you on the stream. And we look forward to seeing you all in the Wasteland.
Right. Thank you, everyone.